You step through the doorway. The room is loud, the crowd is buzzing, and everyone already seems deeply engaged in conversation. You scan the space and realize you have zero existing connections here. Your brain immediately looks for the easiest exit. But instead of retreating to the nearest corner or hiding behind your phone, you can deploy a specific 5-step physical and verbal checklist. This protocol bypasses the initial awkwardness and establishes your credibility in any room. The first move actually happens before you leave your house. You need to equip what we'll call a what's it. This is a deliberate visual prop, a vintage lapel pin, a uniquely colored scarf, or a strange tie. This is a psychological tool. When a stranger across the room wants to approach you, they need a safe, socially acceptable excuse to initiate contact. A unique accessory provides a built-in opening line, removing the burden of small talk from their shoulders and granting you immediate approachability. Step 1 happens the exact second you cross the threshold into the event. Imagine a leather bit hanging from the doorframe. As you pass through, mentally bite down on it. Let it pull your head back, stretch your torso up, and align your spine. Observers equate vertical alignment with self-assurance. It signals that you aren't defensive or intimidated by the environment, creating the impression of a peer rather than an outsider. Step 2 targets your face. When you finally lock eyes with someone you want to engage, your instinct will be to flash a wide smile. Suppress that instinct. Lock eyes and wait 1 full second. An instant, automatic grin looks like a defensive reflex. Highly credible leaders delay their expression. They look at the person, pause, and then allow a warm, deliberate smile to slowly flood their features. It makes the recipient feel that the smile is genuine and customized specifically for them. Maintain that eye contact. Imagine your eyes are physically glued to your target. When you do have to look away, do it slowly. Men interacting with other men should soften this slightly to avoid triggering an aggressive response, but the sustained attention remains firm. Mastering this entrance sequence, the elevated posture, the delayed smile, and the sustained eye contact disarms the other person's initial defenses before you have spoken a single syllable. Step 3 happens as you close the physical distance. Take a quick mental snapshot of their state of mind. Listen to their pace. Are they energized and speaking rapidly, or leaning back and speaking slowly? You must match that energy level precisely. The vast majority of a listener's initial impression has nothing to do with the actual text of your words. They are tuning in to the music of your tone. During World War II, scholar S.I. Hayakawa found himself in a rural train station surrounded by anxious, suspicious strangers. He quieted the tension simply by matching their quiet, worried mood with calm, common remarks about the cold weather and train schedules. Once your energy matches theirs, make your verbal approach. Scan them for their own was it. If they are wearing a unique watch or an interesting ring, point it out. Ask them about it with genuine curiosity. If they are dressed entirely in standard business attire, use the fallback strategy. Find the event host, ask them for a single, specific detail about your target's hobbies, and then use that detail as your opening line. Step 4 is the physical pivot. The moment they respond to your opening line, turn your body 100% toward them. At the same time, mentally pretend this person is an old, dear friend you haven't seen in years. You aren't going to hug them. Forces your eyebrows to soften, your palms to open, and your posture to relax. By turning your torso directly toward them and exhibiting the physical markers of an existing friendship, you rapidly accelerate their biological trust in you. Step 5 is where you secure the interaction. The moment a real conversation starts, you must strip away all extraneous body movement. Stop shifting your weight. Stop adjusting your collar. When an average person tells a lie, their autonomic nervous system fluctuates. They sweat, their heart rate rises, and they instinctively touch their face or rub their neck to soothe the anxiety. If you fidget while speaking, even if every word is truthful, your listener's brain will involuntarily register you as deceptive. Look at the 1960 presidential debates. Richard Nixon's answers were heavily researched, but his sweating and shifting on camera destroyed his credibility with the audience. As you freeze your own movements, you must actively track theirs. Watch their micro-expressions. This is how you read the room in real time. In the early 1900s, a horse named Clever Hans became famous throughout Europe for supposedly solving math problems by tapping his hoof. Eventually, scientists realized the horse possessed no mathematical ability at all. Hans was simply watching the crowd. When his hoof reached the correct number, the audience would subconsciously release their breath and relax their muscles. The horse saw the physical release and stopped tapping. People are constantly broadcasting their internal state. If your listener is smiling and exposing their palms, they are engaged. If they begin rubbing their neck or pointing their feet toward the door, they want an exit. The moment you see these negative microcues, pivot the topic. Eliminating your own physical noise while hyper-focusing on their silent signals creates a presence of absolute focus and control. You appear to understand exactly what they are thinking. Just 2 minutes ago, you were standing by the door, entirely isolated. Now you are holding a deep, credible conversation, reading the subtle reactions of your target, and controlling the flow of the room. The sequence is simple. Lift your posture at the door. Delay your smile. Match their mood on the approach. Pivot your body to face them fully, and freeze your fidgeting while you read their reactions. Before your next event, go into your closet and select your accessory. Pick the watch, the pin, or the tie that will give the room an easy excuse to approach you. Social charisma is a deployable sequence of deliberate physical mechanics. You can start practicing them today.